Hey guys, today in this video I'm going to show you the different plates and things that we can engrave for you if you want to put a plate onto something, or if we have materials that we sell. Just shows you some of the differences of it. We're going to show you some metals, plastics, marble, wood, and then finally some glass. So we'll start with some of the metals here. These are the standard painted aluminum. That's what these are. And it comes in a black that engraves silver or a black that engraves gold. And they're nice and shiny, they come out good. Next up, we have brass. And the two types of brass that I can do are a sandblasted brass, which kind of comes out a white, and you can see it there. And then if you want to add a oxidation to it, we can oxidize the engraving to make it black. So it's oxidized brass is the second one. Excuse the focus, I don't know why that's doing that. Alright, the third one is the stainless steel. This is a polished stainless steel, and it has what's called a surmark engraving on it, which is a black marking. And these come out great. They really come out good. Like I'm holding it here, you can see when you're holding it up and down, you can really see the marking on there. And it's a permanent marking. You know, they're very popular just because of this. They look so nice. And then the last three we have up here are what's called Alumimark. And Alumimark is very similar. The metal's just a little bit thinner, but it comes in a satin, a polished or a bright aluminum, and then it has a bright gold. So just another option there, and that's called Alumimark. Alright, so next to the metals, well, here's some more metals. These are our sublimation metals, and sublimation means printing. It's a dye process. It prints onto the metal. So there are three different types of sublimation metals that three different colors that we can offer. The first one is just a regular white, and then we have a silver, and then there's a gold. So you can print anything you want, including pictures of people, graphics. That's the great thing about sublimation, is you can print pretty much whatever you want on there. So this kind of gives you an idea here on the bottom of what pictures look like printed on those same three metals. So the bottom one here is the white metal, and you can see the Savannah fountain. You can see the fountain is actually white there. The next one is the silver, and the picture is a little different. You can kind of see a little bit there. It's got a fountain is just a little bit less white, but it's still a very nice picture. And then finally here's gold, and everything kind of has a gold tint to this too, you know, for the gold one. So you can see that the gold and the silver are going to affect the picture. So if you want to keep with the best picture, is really the white one. But the gold and the silver are nice too, especially for printing. If you want to print text on gold, on silver and gold, they come out real nice. So again, this is our sublimation aluminum. Here are our plastics. There are many different types of plastics that I can order for you, but these are some of the more popular ones that I do a lot of, and that I have more of a chance of these being in stock than some other types of plastics. There's always the possibility that you can order a special order for big orders. If you have a special color, or you want a color match or something like that, we can do that, but that's just for really big orders. For the regular stuff, and these are really great too. This is 0.06 thickness, which is kind of like a name tag thickness of plastic. And this is a white that engraves red, green that engraves white, faux wood for the, I have some customers that like this. I don't particularly like it, but anyway, navy blue that engraves white. And then up here, these are called, this is ultragrave plastic, and this is rated for outdoors. It's UV rated for outdoors. So, you know, if you wanted to, if you have small tags for whatever, you can do that. And you can mount them outdoors, and they're not going to fade as much as the small ones, or as the others. And on these Ultra Graves, I've also beveled the edges. So if there's any kind of an option for beveling of edges, that's what that is. It's just kind of, you know, angles the edge so that you can see. Just a little nicer thing there, you know, when you're looking at it from the front, you can see it looks a little nicer. But even the regular edges look nice. I mean, if you look at one of these other ones here, I mean, that looks nice too, even when you're looking at it from the side. So both are fine, really. Here's a black that engraves white, red that engraves white, and then finally, these two are my most popular. I use these a lot because they're really thin. That's a 0.03 thickness, and it's almost like a thick sticker is what it is, plastic. And you can put these on curved surfaces, slightly curved surfaces. You can't put them on like a mug or something, but you can bend this plastic as you're putting it on. It has real nice 3M adhesive on the back, and it comes in the brushed silver or brushed gold with whatever engraving you want. And the best thing I like about these is that it looks just like metal. So really, to your average person looking at it, they'd have to look up pretty close to find out that it's not actually metal. So it's really great, and the contrast is really nice on it. So those are our plastics. Now we have marble. What I do, I engrave on black marble is what I can engrave on. This focus is just too much. Anyway, this is an example of black marble sandblasted. Let's see if I can go like this. Yeah, it's a little better. This is an example of black marble that's sandblasted and then lasered. So you can see the difference between sandblasting and lasering. There's going to be a price difference. You know, the lasering is going to be a little bit cheaper. Still looks real nice, and you know, you can get some good engraving on it. You're not going to get any depth really on either one of them. The sandblasting, you might get just a tiny bit of depth, but not much. But you can see how the sandblasting is really a much clearer, I think, process. So you know, and it takes a little more work, so we could charge just a little more for it, but it's well worth the money. It's a really good process. Here are the woods that we offer. This is kind of like almost a quarter-inch wood that engraves real nicely, and we can use this for all sorts of stuff. I mean, I've made keychains, I've made medals, wooden medals with these, where you put, you know, the ribbon on them. Our tribute plaques I make out of this material. So this just kind of gives you an idea of what it looks like, and this is a straight engraved piece, and then cut out, and then this is a stained with a light stain. So anyway, that's what that is. And you can just, you know, if you ever wanted just a plate, you know, just something to put up, if you wanted to mount one of these on whatever, this is what you'd use. Just ask for the wood. All right, and then finally, here are glass, which is I've put 4 different examples on here, and it might be a little hard to see. Okay, this is my second attempt at getting a good video on the glass here. I think this is going to be a lot better. These are 4 examples of glass that I can do engraved. You have sandblasting on the top and lasered on the bottom. And you can see I've done a front side sandblast where it's on the, you know, the front side of the glass. You can actually see a little depth there if you look real close. And then you have sandblasted on the reverse side of the glass, and you can still see it through. You can kind of see the difference there, you know. They both look great. Then you have the lasered examples here, and the lasered examples on the front and on the reverse. If you look real closely, you'll see on the lasered, when you laser glass, you might just get tiny little imperfections in there. You know, if you're looking at it from afar, you're really not going to notice. But some people need to make that decision on which process they're going to use. Sandblasting is going to cost a little more because it takes a little longer to do and a little more labor, but it comes out real nice and it's well worth the money. Lasering is also looks great, and it's just going to be a little bit less. So it just kind of gives you an idea of the two options as far as glass. And I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for visiting. If there's anything I can do, please just let me know. I'll be happy to help.